Good afternoon. I
Good
was gonna say
morning,
good
good
morning.
afternoon, good afternoon. It's your boy J Day and your girl.
Yodi.
We
Oh yeah.
spilling the tea. Bring your tea without the honey because it ain't sweet. It ain't sweet at all.
It just
How's
say
everybody
sweet.
doing this morning?
I hope
I
everyone
hope
is
all is
doing.
well, loving and light. Hope you
Oh
guys are nice and warm because it was cold outside, babies. It was freezing yesterday. When I tell you freezing, it was
yes.
cold. It was
What?
cold.
I'm. Your
I don't know
girl didn't
about you,
step out
Yogi,
the
but I was
door.
freaking on the ass off.
I didn't.
Right,
I didn't
right.
step
I mean,
out the
I was
door.
forced to.
Hmm.
I was forced to. I was forced to step out the door because I had to go and get me something to eat. I had did the worked Friday, Saturday. I mean Friday night into Saturday morning. I had every intentions on taking my ass to work Saturday afternoon. But after I got up and so actually you know who woke me up? My coworker woke me up. He was like, "You coming in today?" I
Hmm.
was after I told my boss Friday night that I mean Friday afternoon that I was, and he texted me like, "You coming in today?" I was like, "Hell no."
Oh,
He's like, "Well, you better get out there and do some Uber Eats and DoorDash." I was like, "You know what? That sounds like a good idea." And I got my ass outside. Went to go get me some food. I said I'm gonna eat and then go out and do some, some deliveries. I went outside. I said, "Nah,
no.
uh,
It
no
wasn't even
sir."
worth it. It
This
was too
weather,
dangerous.
this weather got me fucked up. Excuse my French, but I don't think so. I ain't see not one Uber Eat driver, DoorDash driver, Grubhub. I'm talking about the ones that be on the motorcycles, the scooters.
Hmm.
I ain't see I ain't see not near cyclists out there delivering. I'm like, yeah, it's cold. It's
Let
cold.
me tell you something. Do you remember the commercial where the post office would say they come through rain, sleet, and snow? You
Yeah,
not yesterday. I ain't getting out a piece of mail.
exactly, exactly. Because I also had a delivery that I was expecting a delivery on Friday. No, no. Well, yeah, Friday. So no delivery. It went from them giving me a delivery date to me going back to check to see, to track my package. It went from them giving me a delivery date from them to say we don't have a delivery date at this time. So I'm
What?
assuming I'm like, okay, well maybe due to the northeaster coming, but I still ain't get a date. So I'm a little tight about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
D.
Jaleesa
I mean,
Rich. Good
good
morning, good
afternoon.
morning.
I gotta say good
Oh, good.
afternoon.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh my God.
I know.
But
I
Jay, I
know.
am proud to say that right now we are streaming on Instagram. So this is gonna
Okay.
be it.
Okay.
Yes, we are. I see Jay Soul just joined the live. So that's all right. We're gonna be getting
Yeah.
other people on because I just wanted to check it for today to see if it was good. We are now streaming on Instagram, which is important to me because I
All
know that
right.
it's going to build the platform. I know a lot of people that's on that will actually tune in. That's on what you call that Instagram on the gram. So
Right.
that's somewhere else as well as YouTube. So now I got to be able to see the comments on YouTube, but we don't really get. But that's all right. We getting there. We are definitely getting there. I'm
And
really happy about
I
that.
just for some reason, for those who are watching us on YouTube, I don't know, Yodi. I'm on YouTube now. I do see that we are streaming live. We are streaming live, guys, on YouTube as well. I just don't get the notifications as soon as we go on, so I don't understand. I
No,
don't know. No, I had to literally go on YouTube to see whether or not we were
we're
streaming.
streaming.
So
Okay. So you sure your
yeah,
notifications are on? Are you subscribed and all of
that
that?
that that definitely subscribed, but that might be an issue. That might be the reason why I might
Yeah.
not hit the notification bell. So I'm gonna check into that.
Right. So if you got to hit the notification bell. But I'm excited. I'm excited that we're streaming from Instagram right now. I'm really excited about that. So please excuse me, guys. I'm excited for everything. I'm excited for the new people that actually join the group, the ones that join the page for spilling the tea. I'm excited for you guys as well for being here. We appreciate you all day, every day. So
Definitely do. We appreciate you guys. I hope, and like I said, I hope the what did you guys do during the snowstorm? I'm just curious. Like, did you bake any cookies? Did you Netflix it up? Did you just eat all day? Like, what'd you do? What'd you do, Yodi? I know for me, I was home. Like I said, I was home all day. Home all day. I didn't do nothing. It was too cold to really do anything. I ate. I watched a few documentaries on YouTube because YouTube
Okay.
got some. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know or not, but YouTube got some good ass documentaries, boy.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
they're so good. Like they'll take you around the world. You
Yes. They
know,
do.
so many different influential documentaries, educational
Mm-hmm.
things that things that we just don't know about. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You can kind of explore. I think it's called DW documentaries or whatever. They have a whole lot. So yeah. I
That's
watched a few
good.
of those last night. Good morning. Well, good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
Keisha Red
Keisha.
Owens.
Hey,
Good
Keish.
afternoon.
I'm telling you. Well, yesterday I was actually working on the software so that we can see and we can stream on Instagram today. So I was doing that,
Uh-huh.
and I was getting ready for the marketplace, which is Yodi's marketplace. So, and then I was doing little items and stuff, to put on the marketplace. Yes. How cute is she?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So those are the things that I was doing. I was doing some crafting, getting business ready, building business software, putting everything together for like when you want to come on the marketplace, you're able to not only stream from Facebook, because a lot of pop-up shops, they either go from Facebook or maybe they may do a Instagram, but we're going to be doing Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So it actually opens up such a bigger platform for people to sell their
Nice.
products, and not just in one
Nice.
place. Right. So
Nice.
now they'll be able to sell their products across those three platforms. And then we're looking in the near future to put it on Twitter. So we want to,
Okay.
yeah. So you'll be able to stream. So when people have all kind of have their products and they want to join the marketplace, they know that they're not just going to be streaming on Facebook. We're going to be streaming across different platforms. So that's what I was working on, Jay.
Okay. All right. All right. Miss Tech
Yes.
K. Good morning, Dawn Taylor. Good morning. Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate you having you. Hope all is well with everybody. So I guess we're gonna get right into it.
Yes.
Petting your peeves. Is there anything petting you guys peeve this morning? If y'all want to share y'all pet peeves, y'all can dial on in to 718-775-3609, or y'all can type in the group chat. So is there anything petting you guys peeves any morning? Is there anything petting your peeve this morning or this week? You got any pet peeves for the week?
Yeah,
Yodi.
I have a pet peeve. All right. My pet peeve is when, and listen carefully, guys. I don't want y'all to misunderstand what I'm about to say. My
Here we
pet
go.
peeve is when people like don't treat you right, right? And then when something go wrong with them, they expect for you to treat them like, like have pity and treat them like the best of the best. How do you
Or
do
being
that?
sympathetic. You so you saying like you get you they don't want to be sympathetic to your feelings, but
Right.
when they have an issue they expect for you to be
Me to be
sympathetic to
sympathetic
theirs.
to theirs. Like,
Okay.
what is that about? Like,
You got a lot of people out there.
nah.
Selfishness. Selfish.
Huh?
I said being selfishness, that's what I call it. I call
Ye-
it being selfish.
yes.
Or
I'm
being
like,
insensitive to other people's, problems or situations or whatever. Yeah,
emotions,
that
everything.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I got a problem with that. I'm like, I really find that to be, right, Dawn, straight selfish. I have a real problem with that. And I've been running across that I've been running across that lately, honestly.
Mhm.
I've been running across that. So I'm just like, you know what? It's time to put a halt on it. It's time to stop the BS, because when you
Oh yeah, yeah.
recognize
Call
it,
them out.
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I know a few people like that. You have conversations with, well, first, you call them initially with your problem or whatever's going on in your life. And then, once you start having that conversation with them, it's like everything that you call them about it turns out to be about them and whatever it is that they're going through. You like, well, damn, I didn't call you uh to be hearing what's going on. I called you because I got things going on. Now you gonna reverse it and start talking about you and what's
Right.
going on about yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
nah.
I
That
know, I
I,
know a few. I know a few. I know a few people like that.
and then
You
when
know what I'm
they get
saying?
the
I do.
really? Wow.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right,
Well, you know what? Girl, I gotta go.
right.
I gotta go. Now,
You hear them kids in the background? Time,
right?
time for ass whooping. I gotta go. I'll
Right?
talk to
Now
you
I'm more
tomorrow.
upset than when I first called you.
Right.
You didn't even listen to me. Now I'm even more upset. Now I gotta call somebody else and vent about the first thing, and then I'll vent about you too. Like, stop it.
Exactly.
So that's my pet peeve. You have one for this week, Jay?
Yes, I do. One of mine is people that just be meddling in other people's business is a pet peeve of mine. It's like at the end of the day, what their situation, their problem, what does that have to do with you? Like, if
Mm,
people's worried about what's going on in their lives rather than focusing on what's going on in other people's lives, the world would be a better place.
it sure
It
would.
would. Like,
It sure would.
what do you get? What do people get out of meddling in other people's lives and situations? Like, what does it matter to you? Why does
That's
it bother you? You
yes.
understand? I just don't understand it. People, they so focused on what's going on in other people's lives. It's like, get your own life.
But
I
Jay,
don't care about what. Uh huh.
let me ask you a question. Is it okay to meddle if you're there to do good?
Yeah, if it's coming from a good place,
Mm-hmm.
definitely, definitely. But if it's coming from a malicious place or just you just wanting to gossip and carry news or whatever like that, and people like that, I need to stay clear from because at the end of the day, if you're gossiping about somebody else, what makes me think that you're not going to be talking about me and what's going on in my life?
You,
And it makes me second guess what I tell you about my what's going on in my life. If you so quick to talk about this person and that person. You know what I'm saying? I see that going on a lot. It's just like, first of all, we are all adults here. You know what I'm saying? That's real high schoolish. It's real elementary. Like, come
mm-hmm.
on, we adults. Like, why are you going around talking about this person?
Right. And you know
What
what
are you
they say.
what are you gaining from it? Like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's like when I see people, like doing that, it's negative energy, something that I wish not to entertain. So that's just one of my pet peeves. People meddling and talking about people, their business and what's going on in their lives. Like, come on, and your life ain't picture perfect. I know it's not. I'm sure there's things in your life that you need improvement in. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
work on fixing on what's going on in your life rather than talking about somebody else and what's going on in theirs.
Well, maybe that is
That
their life because they have no life that they, make it their business to meddle in other people's lives. I find that's a true statement. They say misery loves company. That
you
they're so
definitely do.
miserable in their own life, they can't stand to see the happiness or you happy in yours. So those people, you just got to distance yourself from because they're never going to be happy.
Right, right.
Especially while they're surrounded by happy people.
And
And,
not just that, you got to be careful, who you bring into your circle and who you tell your business to. Because, it goes back to what my mother used to say, everybody ain't your friend, baby. Ain't everybody ain't your friend. You know,
mm-hmm,
you really
mm-hmm,
got to watch your back and who like protect yourself. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Because people have a tendency of using what you say and do against you when the time is right. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So people, we got to be cautious of that. Everybody ain't deserving of being in your circle. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Everybody ain't
Exactly.
deserving of it.
That's right. And they said a dog that bring a bone will carry a bone.
They damn sure will.
All
They
right.
damn sure will.
All
And
right.
you gotta be careful. You gotta watch out for the one that's carrying the bone. Those
Exactly.
those are the problem ones. Those are the problem makers. The
Yeah,
one that's
those are the
carrying
ones.
it.
But because I'm gonna tell you something though, because that's partially, not for nothing, that's partially that other person's fault too. Because when you really think about it, when they bring that bone got a lot of meat on it, which is gossip and drama, right? Now if you sit
Right.
there and start chomping on that bone with them, you understand? And start talking your own personal business.
You're
Now you don't put
entertaining
your meat on that bone for them to carry to somebody else.
else. Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. Because
Exactly.
you're part.
So
If you're entertaining it, then you're part of the problem too.
exactly.
You're part of that problem too. If you're entertaining whatever bone that person is carrying, you sitting
Mm-hmm.
there entertaining it, you're part of the problem. You know,
Exactly,
you
because you're
have to
eating off
know.
that bone too. So you're
Yeah.
not innocent. You're eating off that bone. You like, yeah, because I seen her on there hookering. Yeah, she be stripping. That's how she be making her money.
Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you something. Where I work at, there's a lot of that shit going on, and I just be sitting in my little corner. And when I tell you, I hear everything, stuff I know I ain't supposed to be, hearing, but hey, I got ears, and if y'all dishing it out like that, I mean, you ain't got no choice but to hear it. But I'm just like, damn, like these
But
people.
but Jay, isn't it funny though when you hear one of your coworkers, they was talking about somebody, and that person come in the room, and they be like, "Hey, girl, yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I know."
How you doing? How you doing? How's your day going, girl? It's
I yeah.
it's it's cold outside, girl. You hungry? You want some of these cupcakes? Here you go.
I brought these just for
Yeah,
you.
phony as hell. Phony as hell.
And then you look at them like, didn't you just say you couldn't
Right,
stand up?
right. Like you, I gotta watch out for.
Exactly. That's the one you
Good
have to
morning,
watch
Maddie
out for.
T. Maddie T. Maddie. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, exactly. That's the ones you got to watch out for. Because your face turned quick. You be like, what? They just said, okay. All right. Okay. No, not to listen to you no more. Because
Right.
technically, usually they're the problem.
Of
All that stuff that
course.
they done talked about, they're the problem. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to be. I don't miss that being in the workplace. That part I don't miss.
Man, drama like crazy. Especially when you work in like the medical field, hospital life.
I know.
Man,
I know.
it be shit you hear about from other departments. You're like, damn, I don't even work there.
I
I don't even work in
know.
that department. Like, how did you find that out?
Exactly.
It'd be news spread like
And
wildfire.
wait a minute, and don't have to float to the unit that they was that person working on. Now you finally know who that person is.
For real.
Like, girl, if you only knew what they were saying about you on Force Out.
Mm-mm.
Don't come. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Don't be surprised. I was reading this book called Beauty and Breaking, and she's a doctor, so she's telling things that's going on in the hospital with the patients and stuff. Don't be surprised if y'all see Jay's tall tales of hospital drama. If that book be coming to y'all soon.
Nah, baby, I try to stay drama free. I stay out of the fuckery. I do, and everybody that know me know. They be like, "Oh, Taylor, you so quiet back there." Yeah, you damn right, I'm quiet because I don't want to be in your business, nor do I want you being in mine. You
Hmm.
feel me?
Yeah,
So
and you got to be
especially
careful.
people like that. Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you.
Sherlock
I
Holmes
tell
be one
people
to watch.
the less people know about you, the better off you'll be.
Oh
Trust me.
yes,
Trust me. The
definitely.
less they know, the better off they be. The better off you'll be. It alleviates all that drama. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that. Like,
Yeah, that's why I don't.
no.
That's why I don't put nothing like that even on social media. Like this, like whatever's going on in my home, whether we are sick, or things happen. I don't. I try not to not try. I don't put it on there like that.
Hmm.
So I put mostly like business stuff, things that are going on with the business and the shows and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry guys, I love you, I love y'all to death, but even though they're like, and some people really are concerned for you, but nine
Hmm.
times out of 10, if I don't really hear from you like that,
Or
you hit
trust
a
and talk.
yeah,
A lot of people just want to be nosy. Let's just
yeah,
face it. You know what
right,
I'm saying? So when a person is quick to ask me, "Oh, you got Facebook or whatever," and I'm just like, I'm when it comes to people that I work with, it's nothing against them. I'm a little reluctant because I'm saying to myself like, "What is your intentions? Like, why do you want to be on my Facebook, especially when I see you every day?" I already see you at work every day.
mm-hmm.
So, I'm real funny. I'm just real funny about adding people that I work with on my Facebook. You
And
know what I'm saying?
Keisha,
I've had bad
yep,
experiences in the past. So, and this time around when I started working at my current job, I'm cool with a lot of people, but there's still people I got on that on that waiting to be accepted list. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They don't have nothing to do with them. It's just it's just that's my Facebook is my private life. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
anybody that is my friends on Facebook, um, I choose to keep you as my friend because I want to share certain things with you. There's not everybody at my job I want to share my personal things with. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So there's
Exactly.
people that add me on Facebook that I work with. Yeah, I may say hi to you every day, or we might cross each other's paths every day, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I want you as my friend on Facebook. And
Right.
it may not have nothing to do with you. It's just that's my personal space. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Right.
don't need people going back to where, oh, did you see what Taylor did? Did you see? Did you see? Did you see? Did you see? Nah. I don't want my
Right.
private life up for discussion at the workplace. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Some
Right.
people are okay with that. Me personally, I'm not. I'm just not one of them. You
Right.
know?
And I have to say, Keisha, you are, when I say 1,000% right, she said, then they know how to prey on your downfall. And that is so true. When you put in your person, you put in, things that are happening to you and things that are going on in your family life that, that's bothering you. And you have people praying that you don't do well.
Mm-hmm.
So that is so true. And that's why I keep it at a minimum of what personal things I want to put on there. Even when it comes to birthdays, with my children's
Right.
birthday and all that, because people take certain information, guys, and they use it. So if they say, "Oh, today is my birthday," okay, so now I know your birthday is 024 da da da, your child's birthday, and you'd be surprised how people can get certain information just by knowing a birthday. Just say
Right.
this is my birthday month, okay, or my child's birthday month. That's even better than putting that date to that child. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, I don't know. It's just, I mean, we all have done it, but the scary things have come back to me with people saying, "I'm telling you, just be careful," because people will take that
Mm-hmm.
little bit of information and they will be able to get other information just from that. You know, yep, that's right.
Keisha said my parents taught me that taught me all that at a young age. Mine's too,
Yes.
about just being careful and who you inviting in your circle and don't be telling everybody your business. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Everybody ain't your friend. I
Mm-hmm.
done heard all that,
And I'm gonna tell
and
you.
it done molded me and made me who I am today. Those
Mm-hmm.
all those family values that was taught to me at a young age, and that's why I'm so. Don't get me wrong. I'm very sociable, but I'm not. Especially now that I'm older, I'm very sociable, but I'm not as friendly. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm
you know,
and I'm gonna
yeah,
tell
I'm
you
not
at
as
first.
quick to.
At first, I would fight my mom tooth and nail with that because I'm like, you don't know that person. How you gonna just say that person ain't good for me? You don't know. You can't judge everybody. You got to stop being so judgmental. But they did know. They know. You get those
Mhm,
intuitions, and and they knew. So it took me a little while. Like I wasn't first off listening to my mom tell me that, but as I
mhm.
grew and I started learning people and their behavior, I was like, you know what, she told me you can't trust everybody, and my circle always remained, I have to say, pretty small. It remained pretty
Yeah,
small.
mine's too.
Yeah. So
Mine's
it's
too.
like I have more associates than I have what I would say friends.
Friends.
Dang.
Likewise.
As Dee would say, you ain't got no friends. And she know that she good for telling me that. So I'm just saying, like, you got to be very careful with who you let in your personal space, because sometimes
Hmm.
they leave that energy there, and God knows you be wondering why everything is being jacked up because they don't put something on you. They done left
Right.
something in your
And like I
space.
said, and everybody ain't deserving of being in your personal space and being in your circle.
That's
Everybody ain't
right.
deserving of it.
Everybody's not
They're not.
deserving of it. Mm-mm. So Jay,
Are you
is it
ready?
time? Is it
Y'all
ready?
ready?
I'm
It's time.
ready.
We time for topic of the week, and this is a continuation of last week's topic because we had so many opinions about salary and stuff, and whether or not a man should make more than a woman, or a woman making more. So we're gonna discuss it today. And topic of the week is: does salary matter in a relationship? Does it matter what your spouse brings home? your spouse, your significant other, your you know, yeah, spouse or significant other, does it matter to you? Does your man have to make a certain amount of money in order for you to be with him?
Or for
What's
you to
your
even
opinion?
consider him the man.
Right, right. Or you know, because you have some women out there that feel like just because they make, you know, more money, that they should wear the pants in the household. So, you know, we want to talk about it. Does it really matter? And we want y'all opinions. You guys can always dial up or chat in the group chat. The dial up is 718-775-3609. So, does salary really matter in a relationship? Well, for me, yes, it does. It does. And I expressed that last week. Um, I'm not going to chase after. I'm not looking for a woman that I'm looking for a woman that makes a certain amount of money. She doesn't have to make more than me, but I feel like as a couple, we need to be hitting that six figures.
Okay, but
We need to be
would you have a problem if she was making more than you?
No, 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 not at all. I wouldn't have a problem with that as long as she knew her role as a wife. Like, I feel like certain women, you know, just because they make more money, they be on this power trip. You know, so
Okay,
if you got that power trip kind of mentality, nah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. It's a turn off to me.
so wait a minute. All
Turn
right,
off.
so Jay, if she's making more money than you,
Uh
right?
huh.
Oh, before I go on, I'm sorry. D said you got me, and that's all you need. Value over quantity. What's that quantity? You better go ahead, girl. You better talk that talk. You got me too. You better talk that talk. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Thelma
Value over
Louise.
quantity.
Okay.
I like that though. I like that. I
Yes,
like the value over quantity. I
that's
like
right.
that.
I'm sorry, but so if she makes more money than you, right? Do that
Uh
mean
huh.
she gets more financial responsibility in the home?
Not no, not necessarily. No, no, not at all. I believe that. Well, first off, that's something that we need to discuss before we even get into, a marital. You know, we decide to get married or shack up, whatever. Yeah, that needs to be discussed. I don't feel like because she makes more money that she should be held responsible for more financial responsibilities. No, no, not
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
And I feel like if a man has a problem with that, then maybe they might need to go and get a second job so that they can, contribute a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't.
Yeah, I
No.
definitely believe in the second job thing for the man. I do believe that. I am. I
I
am.
bet you
I
do.
am on board with the second job. Okay.
I, But see that, and my thing is this though: when a man does take on a second job, you have a lot of women out there that complain now. Oh, he doesn't spend enough time with me. It's like, what do you want? You can't have one or the other. You
Mm-hmm.
can't complain about finances, and then when the man go out and get a second job, you complaining about he's not spending enough time with the family. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
You can't have one. You
You
can't
can't
have
have
both.
both.
It's
Okay.
either one or the other.
Okay,
You know what I'm
I could
saying?
actually vibe with that. I can vibe with that. So you could give us a picture. You could FaceTime us while you at the second job. Send us a picture. I don't mind. That's good. Hey boo, all right now, you do what you do. But Jay, I feel you on that point about women when they make more money, they feel like they do have this sense of authority now because they feel
Mm-hmm.
like they make more money, and sometimes they even belittle the men,
The man,
belittle their man
definitely.
because they feel like the money is power, which society has gotten us to believe that money is power.
Mm-hmm.
So they think now, honestly, if you don't do what I want you to do, I don't need you. I could take care of this myself. I could buy this myself. You ain't giving me nothing I can't give myself. You understand? Where technically, as his wife, is different as a husband. Is he giving what you need as a husband, not as a
Mm-hmm.
provider? Those are two different things. So is he a good husband?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he may not be on your level as a provider, but is he a good husband? So those
Right.
are like two different two different entities, which sometimes are not taken in consideration. On my behalf, and I'm not saying this because I'm a gold digger or anything like that, but honestly, I would prefer for my husband to make more money than me. All right,
You would.
I would.
Okay.
All right, I would.
Okay.
But to say that it's a deal breaker, no, it's not a deal breaker because your girl about to blow up. All right, so
And I feel the same way. Like I don't have a problem making more money than the woman that I'm with or whatever. However, I need to see some ambition in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I meet you and you only making 25, 30,000 a year, but you're in school full time, working to become a RN or a lawyer, or you know what I'm saying? If you working to
mhm,
become if you working towards progressing, you know what I'm saying? That's not a problem for me.
right,
The problem that I have is being involved with people who just want to be stagnant in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
That's
Because
that's
even
my
if I'm making
problem.
more money, then help me to continue to build so that we can continue to make this money. But don't just sit
Exactly.
there with your feet up and, talking about, yo, babe, get me a beer. Like, no, no, mm-mm. We're not
Hmm.
going to do that. So even if I make more money, let's continue to build together so that we can be able to continue to build that nest egg or, keep getting that residual monies in. You, um, uh-oh. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna read it.
Please.
Felicia Rich said, "Well, I'm a gold digger. Yes, I am. You better give it up. You better give it up. I goals to accomplish. If you ain't helping, you ain't going on the ride. Well,
And she
well,
means that too, wholeheartedly.
well, I can tell by what she said. She said, "Well, I'm a gold digger." She said it straight up, like ain't no shame in my game. This is, and you know what? I prefer a woman to be transparent like that. That way, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of women that oh, I'm not, and then once you get with them, it's like, okay, I thought you said you wasn't a gold digger, but you starting to show these gold digging traits.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right,
for instance, there's this somebody that I know personally. He got set up by somebody, and that's something that I don't do. I don't really do the whole setting up people because it's always now you got to be the mediator between both of the people that you set up when shit going on.
right.
So anyway, he got with this woman, and she just strikes me as the gold digging type, based off of the stuff that he was telling me, and I was just like, bro, are you sure? I know it might be convenient for you to roommate with this woman and stuff like that, but this woman gonna tell him, um, okay, so they had an arrangement financially. They split the bills or whatever, however they made their arrangements as far as the rent and stuff like that. But then she gonna tell him after all the bills and stuff is paid, she wants something for herself. And this is what she was demanding. He has to give her something for herself, and he cannot ask her what she's doing with the money or whatever. He can't ask her that. He can't ask her what she's doing with the money. And I was just like, if she's coming off like that with you from the beginning, that's a
Mm-hmm.
sign for you to pack your bags and go ahead and go on, bro. Like, nah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How you gonna tell me I should? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you in a relationship with a woman, like, of course you're supposed to, look out and do a little bit more for your woman. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
my thing is, what you're not gonna do is demand that from me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
demanding that off the bat, like, that's, for one, it's not cool. It's just showing me that all you really want me for is what I got. Because if you really wanted me for who I am, you wouldn't be going that hard as far as asking me like, yo, I need this. Nah,
And
uh.
9 times out of 10, when they come off that demanding from the gate, just know that it would be a situation where, didn't I tell you that I needed you to be home by 8 o'clock? And so, what was the problem? Why are you not here? They start to take it across the board. If you allow that piece, believe me, they're gonna go to the next one. They're gonna be demanding certain time. They're gonna be demanding that you be at certain places. That demanding just don't start at don't end at finances. That's
Mm.
just their personality that they're demanding people.
Oh yeah, and then let me tell you, she done told him like I guess after a few months of being with him, she saw that he's not putting out like she expected him to. Now
Mm-hmm.
she gonna tell him, oh, my father is coming, to stay here, whatever. So you're gonna have to find another place to go or whatever. Yeah, this is what she told. This is what she told the man now. And if you have a hard time finding, I could find a place for you.
You see that? But you know what? She
Yeah,
never respected him as a man.
nah, no,
She
she
never
didn't.
respected him as
She
a
was
man.
she was first of all, she was an opportunist. Okay, somebody that was looking to get her papers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh,
and he was willing to work it out with her. You know what I'm saying? But you displaying these gold digging traits from the gate. So that right there was a sign. And I told him, I was like, bro, I think you need to go ahead and run from the hills, head to the hills, like run from this situation. Because if she's showing you who she are right now, can you imagine how she gonna be one if you decide to marry her? You
exactly
know?
right. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
exactly
Nah,
right. That right
no.
there is already, she's already letting off the signs, of the
Right.
kind of person that she is.
And not just
So,
that, I feel like, when you're at a place, especially when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 30s, I think you kind of should know where you at in life. And if you're
mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm,
there, you should be on your way there. You know what I'm saying? So,
right,
he's one of these kind of guys that's like, just got to the point where he's financially okay. So for you to get yourself to the point where you okay, and then get yourself into a relationship where that person can't really contribute anything to want to bettering themselves, like, and that's a problem for me. It goes back to what I said, like, I could do bad by myself. You
right,
understand what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm,
if I decide to get married, like, I want to be in a better position I want to be in a better position than I was as a single man. you
right,
you understand what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm,
and it takes two to make that work. Like, how could I be doing all of this and doing that and you're not contributing to anything? You know what
right.
I'm saying? And we talked about last week being a housewife or a homemaker. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem being a woman that wants to take care of the home, take care of the kids. But at the same time, you got to. For this is just me personally. You got to find some kind of outlet financially to bring that bread in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Hold it,
But no, sis,
hold
hold on.
it.
You are no, but you are the perfect example of that. So you need to pat yourself on the back. You need to pat yourself on the back. You are the perfect example as to why women should. I'm not gonna say could, but should. You're a prime example of it. Am
But
I am I am I lying? Am I
Jay,
lying?
I'm gonna
Come
speak.
on now.
Jay,
Come on
I
now.
thank you. I thank you. And yes, yes, I do. You're absolutely right. I am that person. But everybody can't handle
Wait,
the
wait,
children.
hold on now. No, I'm just gonna before she go any further. Yes, she is that person with how many kids? How many kids you got? How many kids you got? Just let them know how many kids you got. Just so these women out here know that it can be done. This is coming from a woman with seven kids. Okay, housemaker with 7 kids. So for those women out there, oh, I can't. No, 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 no. Yes, the hell you can. There's a woman out here with 7 kids that got multiple businesses. Okay, so for the women out there, for the women out there, they be like, oh, I can't, and nah, that ain't no excuse. Because we got women out here with 7 children holding it down for their families. That's
But
all I'm
but
saying.
Jay, everybody don't have that kind of emotional, um, what you call that, the discipline. Honestly, some people are out here and they became mothers and they don't even know how to handle it. When I used to have my own daycare, the mothers would come in, they would bring their kids in. Some of them would have them at the door while they run back to the car. All right, and they be like, they'll come pick them up, and they be like, I don't know how you do it. I take my hat off to you because I couldn't do this, right? But imagine even the one that stays home. Sometimes it just becomes overwhelming, and then trying to take on another task. Some of them have twins. I didn't ever had twins. Some of them, it depends on that situation. Every woman can't be mentally take on all of those, what you call it, all of those roles. They
Mhm.
can. Just like men, they can't take on all of those roles. So I never put other women in my situation because you have some that can, right? And then you have those that can't. Do it make them less than? No, of course not. Because that's just they're handling what they can handle. And that's what we have to understand. They're able to handle what they can handle.
No, I don't think that we have to understand that. I
Oh,
don't. I don't think that's the case. What I do believe is that um, there are women out there that can, and as I said before, you are a prime example of it. So I'm saying this to say to you guys out there that y'all don't have to settle for that because there are women out there that can do it. So choose your mates wisely, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
how nice is that?
It might not be nice, but it's real. It's facts. It's reality. It's reality. I feel like a lot of people use that as an excuse. As an excuse, you know?
But everybody goes through different mental situations. We can't because we're all not the same. As much as we are, we're not. And mentally, what I can handle, maybe somebody else can handle that. What they can
Hmm.
handle, maybe I can't handle.
And that's true.
You
That's
know,
definitely
so
true.
whatever they went through in their life, maybe it caused them not to be able to take on all those roles. Did that make them a bad person? No, it
No,
doesn't.
no. It doesn't make them a bad person. However, I just know that when you are looking for that mate or, when you're in search of a mate, these are the kind of conversations that you need to have with them so that you know what you're getting yourself into before you decide to, take that person to the aisle or make it a
Yeah,
long term thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what a person is capable of, what they can and what they can handle.
because I'm telling you, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's times, even like yesterday, with Alex, he had surgery and stuff. So I have to be the one. Because at times, if I didn't feel like cooking, I didn't have to cook because he cooks,
Hmm.
So if I didn't feel like it, he didn't mind cooking or doing dinner or whatever. But now he can't. That means it's even if I don't feel like I want to just throw maybe a peanut butter sandwich together. I'm not taking a peanut butter sandwich up to him. He like, like, what is this? So I have to get in that kitchen and I have to cook now almost every day. And I'm
Hmm.
like, oh God, this is a lot. This is a lot of work. Especially with everything that I'm doing on top of that. But you know what?
Hmm.
I get it done. Because this is something that I have to do and I have to um do my business because that's what I enjoy. And I look at my business actually as an outlet. It
Hmm.
actually helps me to be able to do what I need to do for everybody else. So everybody
Hmm.
has their different outlets, whether it's going to the spa, whether it's going to the movies. Everybody has their own outlet. It just so happened that my business, my computers, and my technology is my outlet. I love doing this. I love building
Hmm.
websites. I love doing the software. You see how happy I got when I said we streaming on Instagram now. Actually, I want to say hello to Lee, who's on Instagram with us right now. I'm excited, so I want to,
Okay. Good
that's
morning.
just
Good
for
morning,
me.
Gerard Poole. Good
Hey,
morning. He says
Gerard.
yes. He says yes. I'm Team Yoda. You inspire so many.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
And one thing people say about people helping, and they be like, you always want to give stuff away. You always want to help. I'm going to tell you something. As much as people tell me that, right? They tell me that all the time. And I try to break away from that. I try, guys. Y'all know I try. But when it's put into your spirit that way, you don't even feel right when you're not doing it. So it's not that I
right.
intentionally want to go against your advice because, of course, I take everybody advice and I love you guys for it, for looking out for me. But it's in my spirit a lot of times to just want to see people happy. So I'm always offering
Hmm.
services, and they be like, "How much do you charge?" And I'm like, I don't know, but
I don't
I just
know.
love to see it.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm broke
Delicia,
now.
Delicia, Right. Delicia Rich says, I think a lot of men will take care of a woman from another race, and when it
Mm.
comes to black women, it gets to another job. Work yourself to death.
Wow.
It gets to go get another job and work yourself to death. Um, I beg to differ on that one. I do.
Mm.
I do because I could say the same for women. I could say the same for y'all. You know, it could be. Why are you doing your face like
Because
that?
I
What
want to
happened?
know. Wait a minute. So you saying that we treat other races better?
I'm not saying that y'all treat other races better, but you, I know that some women go after another race for the simple fact that that man might have more money. You got a lot of women that do that. Gold diggers. I'm not. She said you said I'm not calling you a gold digger now. I just want to clarify that. But you got a lot of women that do that. That go after men from another race because they got more money.
I'm gonna tell you
Am I
something,
lying?
Jay. They'll go after the same race if he got more money. They don't care as long as he got more money. The key word, more money. The key words rather,
Yeah.
more money. That's it. So and we as black women, we do feel like our black men do treat other race women differently. They do, but it's just coming out now that there's just so many of them that now they treating them like the same as they treat us. They don't even care no more. They getting left with babies and they're getting, cheated on. So I mean, I guess you just got to find that person. That's it. You just got to find that person. Gerard says he have a question. What advice? What advice can y'all give women that don't get enough help at home? Help as far as what? You mean like cleaning or
Like
taking
being
care of
a
kids?
domesticated man, like the type of man that don't want taking out the garbage, that don't like keeping the yard maintenance, because all those things I think a man should do. You
Uh
know,
huh. Uh huh.
keeping the yard maintenance, keeping those things is a man's job to do. It's a man's responsibility, I believe. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shoveling the snow.
Cousin Aunt Ruby says hi and agrees with Yodi. Money comes in every person's pocket.
That's
Yeah.
Ruby. Ruby. I love Ruby. That's right.
She's a young Aunt Ruby too.
Huh?
Everything cleaning, shoveling, paying their part. Yeah, yeah. If the man is not contributing financially and being that domesticated man that he should be, taking out the garbage, cutting the grass, keeping the yard up. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the outside of the house together. That's part of a man's job. If he's not contributing to any of that, then you might need to find you another
So
man.
let me ask you a question, Jay. Wait. D said it's because black men, BM bowel movement, don't see us as an asset. Don't see us as an asset. That's why. All right. That's what you.
No,
I
I don't
mean.
believe that. I believe that we do see y'all as assets. It's just the type of woman that a man. It all goes on who you choose as a mate. You know what I'm saying? So you can't
Mm-hmm.
expect to choose some. You can't expect uh you to just jump into bed with somebody and then ask questions later and find out that she's a welfare recipient. She don't want to do nothing to better herself. You know what I'm saying? And you end
Mm-hmm.
up, impregnating this woman, and then now you asking all these questions later. Then that's your own damn fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's your own fault. You expecting this and expecting that, but you ain't asked these questions before you jumped into bed. So in the situations like that, you get what you deserve.
So let me ask you a question, Jay. I'm gonna ask this, and this is on the strength of my sons here. So do you think that men should wash the dishes?
I was trained to wash dishes, so I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. No, I don't. I think it's okay for a man to wash dishes. I
Okay,
wash my own damn
so
dishes.
and I'm only saying that because they feel like as far as men and women, boys, girls, young men and women, that they don't get an equal share in this because I have them to wash the dishes and take out the garbage. But I don't want to let the girls don't take. He said they like the girls don't take out no garbage, but the guys have to wash the dishes and take out the garbage. So how it's like they find that to be unfair. If we got to be taking out the garbage, shoveling snow, doing these so-called manly things, then why don't the girls just get with the washing the dishes, cleaning the stove, cleaning the refrigerator? Why they don't have designated chores that's just for women? Why do men have to have designated chores for men?
Hmm. You know what? And I kind of, I agree with them on that. I agree with them on that. If they are assigned to do, to do dishes and take out the garbage, then maybe the daughters might need to be assigned to cook dinner once a week to even it out, to share some of that responsibility. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that they should be exempt from washing dishes, but if they got to take out the garbage, then maybe the girls should contribute a little bit more.
I think the
Yeah.
girl. Well, that's why now they could take out the garbage, like Keisha said
Uh-huh.
too. Keisha said she said, "Shit, them girls gonna take out
They
that
take out
garbage
the
too."
garbage too. Right, because my sisters, listen, growing up, my sisters took out the garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all shared responsibility when it came to the household. Nobody was exempt. One day, one washed the dishes, one got the bathroom, one got the living room, one got, everybody was assigned a chore. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody was assigned a chore.
Mhm.
Everybody.
So
Most of the time, I did the cutting of the grass or whatever. That's a man's job. But for the most part, when it came to the house, everybody was assigned a chore. Everybody.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as what Gerard was asking, my thing is if you have somebody that's not helping, a mate that's not helping with the domestically, then maybe you got to cut down. Maybe you could cut down a little bit. So like to say, if they don't want to wash the dishes, then maybe I just won't cook.
Right.
You know,
So that they can see that everybody's role is important here.
everybody role is important. Exactly
Everybody,
right.
yeah, everybody's role is important. You know.
Exactly, exactly. Because even though he could say, "Well, I won't bring no money home for food," being that you're not gonna cook anyway, I, I won't bring no money home.
Listen, I remember one time as a kid growing up, house wasn't clean, I think, and my mother came home, from going out. She came back home. It was like maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, three,
Mm-hmm.
4 in the morning. She woke all of our asses up. Everybody get up. And she didn't care what. And we was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm in the good sleep. 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody had to get up and clean up. Y'all
Yep.
didn't do a thing. Your ass is gonna do it now.
Right.
You're gonna
Right.
do it now. You
Exactly
know.
right.
So
So
I think that part of who we are. It all starts from home. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? It all
Yes.
starts from home. If we don't instill that into our kids while they're young, to be young, successful, black, successful people, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It's hard to mold them once they become teenagers. So it's really important for us to instill that in our kids while they're young, so that they have something to look forward to when they get older. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I agree
It's
with that
it's it's
wholeheartedly.
it's, it's very very important. There's a lot of things that we don't teach our kids.
Mm-hmm.
The value of a dollar. How to. There's certain things that I wish I knew. You know what I'm saying? Not that it was my mom's fault, but a single parent can only teach their kids but so much. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why it's very important to have both parents in the home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Teaching us how important credit is. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It
Mm-hmm.
had to take me damn near 35 years old to get it right. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm. Right.
saying?
Exactly right.
A lot of things I had to learn on my own. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, it's just part of, it's just very important. We don't instill certain things in our kids to help them to become responsible adults. That carries them for the rest of their lives. It
Yes.
carries them in their marriage, in their relationships, especially when it comes to raising their own children. You know,
Right.
it's a repeated cycle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. And I have
So.
to say, with growing up, even with my mom, at that time, I don't even think she really realized how important credit was.
Hmm.
For to her defense, I don't even think that she really understood how important it was, because now back then, they wasn't running credit the way they run it now. Everything credit is ran on. So
Yeah.
I'm just to say that they didn't really probably fully understand. I know with me growing up, the whole thing was about survival. All right. I don't have time to really sit down with my children the way maybe I have now. Than what she had to do. She had to make sure the food was on the table. Credit what? You go and take this note down there to Mr. Charles, tell me we need some eggs, I'll pay him tomorrow. Sometimes we have to do that. So what we need to do is first instill in our children is that their word is their bond. Their word is their credit. Because when
Mm-hmm.
you sign your name to something, that's your word saying that I'm going to pay this back. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize that that note she was sending down there to Mr. Charles was credit. That was her word. So even if you don't have time to sit down with your children, at least start instilling in them that your word is credit. Your word is your bond, because once
Mm-hmm.
people can't trust you, they're not going to extend you
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
Anything.
Yeah. Your
So
word is all you got. It's
I'm
all you
telling you,
got.
it's who you are. You know what I mean? And it can
Hmm.
destroy you if it's used the wrong way. You
And
know.
that's why I said, what we talked about last week, as far as, like, before you get into a marriage, I think credit scores should be shown. I need to know what my wife's credit score is, my potential wife's credit score is like, because your credit score tells a lot about a person. It tells whether you're responsible or not. For real, it alleviates a whole lot of problems.
It does.
You know
It
what I'm saying?
does.
It
I have
does.
to
It
agree.
does.
Yeah, it
I
really
need I
does.
need to know I need to know what that credit score is looking like before we go down that aisle. For real. For real. I need to know how much in debt you are in.
I
You know what I'm
told you
saying?
how I feel
That's
about
gonna
that. That
that's
expiration
gonna
on that
make
marriage license.
it's going to make or break a relationship. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It- you know?
It really is. But we got to wind down now, guys. We want to. We just want to say thank you. You guys have been wonderful. We want to thank everyone, and also, even if you don't want to post anything, when you come on, just say hello so we could be able to recognize that you're here. Okay, so
Yeah.
we don't want you to think that we didn't call your name or thank you for coming on, because we don't see it if you don't at least say hello. All right,
And not just
so
that, we streaming on 3 different platforms. So I'm like here on my phone going between the three, just so that I don't miss anybody. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Also, we got Maddie T. Oh, just joined from on Instagram too. So I'm telling you, what's going to happen is that more and more people are going to start joining on Instagram as well. So I'm really happy about that. I'm
Hmm.
happy that we're able to go do those 3 platforms. And FYI, guys, I'm just giving a heads up. At 6 o'clock tonight, I will be doing a marketplace. That's all right, Keisha. You was on, and we appreciate that. We'll be on again next week. So
Lily loves. Thank you for joining the show. Wait, is that Lily loves? Yeah, Lily loves. Thank you
yeah,
for
Lily.
joining the show.
Yes, and we have somebody here, Camille, who was watching. I see that somebody was watching on. It says, I hope I'm saying the name right, but it says Camille. So, we want to thank you for watching, Keisha, D, Gerard, Maddie. I hope I'm not losing nobody. If I did, it wasn't intentional. Intentional.
And then for
And Dawn.
those of you who guys are just coming in as well, I don't, y'all, if y'all not aware, just know that we did change the time, so we'll be streaming live every Sunday at 12 p.m. instead of every Saturday. So we have changed the times to every Sunday at 12 p.m. All right.
Right, every
So
Sunday
make
at
sure
12.
y'all mark your calendars or just make that notation that the date and times have changed. Okay.
Yes. And I will be doing the marketplace live today, and it will be at 6 o'clock. So anybody's interested, like I said, I want people to come on and start coming on with their products as well, because we are on a broader platform. So uh it's about that
And
time, Jay.
also,
Tell them about
yes,
the
also,
website.
about that time. Also, yeah, guys, be sure to check out my website, Accessories by J Soul. Y'all want to get drip for the low low? Definitely check me out.
Mm.
Accessories, AccessoriesByJaySoul. Accessories by JSoul.com. So be sure to check out the website. And once again, guys, we appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to check us out. If y'all like the content, hit the like, hit the share, and subscribe button. Until next time, guys, you've been watching Spilling the Tea, where we're bringing you tea without the honey because it
It
ain't
ain't
sweet. It
sweet.
ain't sweet at
Yes.
all, babies. Until
Yes.
next time, y'all be safe out there. Peace and love.